Class is in session, guys, and today I'm actually bringing you guys my updated Bulma list. I've actually been tweaking and working on this deck for quite a while now. I posted my preemptive list on the channel a little while ago, but I've made some changes, some dramatic changes to it, so I thought I would bring you guys an updated list for it. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So to start out, we've got the leader. So if you don't know what she does, she is a red Earthling with 5k power on the front, which is really weird, I know. But she has a permanent that all your red and yellow Saiyan or Earthling cards on your battle area gain blocker. That's very important. And then she has an activate main. You draw one card. So she has inherent draw power that is absolutely phenomenal. And then when your life is at 4 or less, her awaken skill lets you restand 2 and flip her over. And then on her backside, she goes to 10k power, and she still has that same permanent as the front side, but on the backside, she draws 2 cards for her activate main. So the key is that you'll on your turn, you draw a card, awaken, restand 2 energy, activate main, draw 2 cards. So that's a 3-card awaken. But let's hop into the deck. So to start out, one of the changes that we made was we changed up the blocker package a little bit. So now we're playing 4 Baba, which lets you search and play 3 bandage. So these allow you to, so the Baba searches the bandage and plays the bandage. So that allows you to get 2 blockers on the field for 1 mana. This is your main turn 1 play that you want to do, and if you ever have just an excess energy up and you have a Baba in hand, that's really, really good. Even if you don't have any more bandages in the deck, you don't have to grab a bandage to play the bandage. So, and then for the other 1-drops, we do have a way to search the Baba. We play 4 Mai, the gang's feminine femme fate. This is really, really good. It searches pretty much your 1-drop negate, searches your Baba, searches bandages. It can just search out a lot of stuff in the deck. The negate that it can search out is 3 Videl. This Videl is absolutely phenomenal in this deck. It's a 1-drop negate. You play it, and then it becomes a blocker when it hits the board. So it can theoretically stop 2 attacks with 1 energy. And then we play the old engine as well. We play 3 Bulma. Auto, when you play this card, draw a card, so it's a cantrip. And then for 1 energy, you once per turn, you can pay an energy and play a red or yellow Saiyan card with an energy cost of 1 from your drop and play it. And if you play a card, you have to burst 2 cards, which isn't that bad. We do run about 50 or so cards, so that's not terrible. And the card that you really want to hit off of that thing is this Goten. This Goten has revenge, but when he's played, he gains blocker due to the leader's skill. So he's really annoying, and he makes people play around him so much. And you can recur him with Bulma. And then the other one that you want to play off of it, but you really just mainly want to hard cast this guy since he won't have his skills, is Broly Crown of Retribution. This is really good against Invoker. You can take super combos, you can take the Gokus out of their hand. It's just a phenomenal card overall. It's kind of lost its place in the meta, but I think it's coming back. And then we play 2. We still play the Frieza Death's Embrace. I like this card less and less every time I play with it, but it is there for utility if you need to get a cheap swing in or you need something like that. So that's our 1-drop package. And then the main engine of the deck now is we still run 4 Jiren Pride of Universe 11. So this card has an auto that if you when your opponent plays a unison or a battle card once per turn, whenever they do it, you can choose which one you want to target. and you give it minus 10k power on entrance, which is absolutely really, really good. Its +1 gives him double strike for the turn, and then it's activate main, or activate battle -3. You choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, that's very important, and you give it minus 25k base power for the turn. So, and then we play 2 Vegito. This is our main stall tactic. We want to get to turn 4, turn 5, and we want to play this guy, and we want to -2 every single turn. We don't really play him for the +1 or the -5. We only play him for the -2. His -2 says until the end of your next turn, or until the end of your opponent's next turn, if they play a card via skill, it is automatically sent to the drop area. So against Dark Broly, all their Dark Brolys never get played. All of the against Red Broly, all of their swap never gets played. Against King Piccolo, none of their guys ever get played. Against Mecha Frieza, all their chapels, all their stuff off of U9 never gets played. So their Goku monkeys never get played. It's a phenomenal skill. And with the way we boost these guys with markers, because it is a very unison reliant deck, so we run 3 Bardock Strategic Mind, 3-drop Deflect, that if your leader card is mono red, when you play this card, you give your unison 3 markers. So that's just a way to keep your unison alive, and he comes down and he becomes a 20k blocker. So that is absolutely phenomenal. And then our main swinger in the deck is going to be King Piccolo. King Piccolo's 5 seconds to eradication. Sorry, I tripped on my words there. Deflect, double strike barrier. This is the Obuni of the deck. This is the Obuni, the Gotenks, whatever you want to call it. This is the main card in the deck. If your leader card is red, your opponent can't block this card at all, which is absolutely great. And then auto once per turn, if your leader card is red, when you swing with him, you give your unison another marker. So every turn you swing with this guy, you're boosting your unison with a marker, which allows you to do more stuff with your unison. And then auto, you add 1 card from your life to your hand. If they negate the skill, you burn them a damage. That has come up so many times. I'll be at like 2 or 3. They'll be at 1. I'll swing with this guy. They'll negate. I'll take a life, and I'll win the game. So that's the main engine and the main win con of the deck. Here we come to defensive options. So we are playing 4 Raditz super combos. It's just the best red super combo for the deck. Allows you to recycle your bandages if they're in your hand, and other things like that. We play 3 Yamcha Merciless Barrage. 4 is too much. We really only play 3. You really only need to play 3 because he's a 15k. He only really works in window 2, and he's never live until turn 3. So we really don't want to draw too many of him. And then we run the traditional, we run 4 Topo. This card is great still. It wasn't that great a little while ago, but I think it's coming back into the meta as just a way to get out of things. So that is our battle card defense. And then the only extra cards we run in the deck are going to be, we run 2 Violent Rays. This card is bananas. It stops Dark Broly for 2 turns if you have both of them. It stops Red Broly. It stops Mecha Frieza a lot. It can stop King Piccolo. It stops a ton of things. So, and then a cheeky way to win things. You never play red, or you never play any deck without Furthering Destruction Champa. This card is bonkers. You just give it double strike, and that's that. And then Overwhelm, we run 1 of the Secret Identity Masked Saiyan. This card is great for clearing boards if you have to do that. It's just a great defensive tool, and it gives you another 25k swinger. So, and then we run 2 Secret Rares. We run our 1 of normal Secret Rare, Frieza Army Reborn. This card is great for the deck. It's an all-around good card, I think. So, and then we run our second Secret Rare. It should be a Secret Rare. We run Fu Shrouded in Mystery. So the best win con of the deck, it's dumb. I've done it like twice. You play this on 5, wipe their board, pick a card out of their hand, and then you play this guy on 6, quad, and they can't activate anything. It's dumb. I've done it once or twice, and my opponent just looks at me and scoops. As soon as I set food down, they scoop. It is just that good of a card. So that's the deck, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I really enjoy playing this deck. It is a little budget friendly. There are some expensive stuff in there, but if you would like some other options for that, please feel free to let us know down in the comments. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, push all those fun buttons for us. It really helps us out. Without further ado, we're praying for you guys. Class is dismissed.